Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes Character Showcase. Of course, today we're going to be taking a look at the one, the only Pyro, who is a character that I don't know much about, I have to be honest, and the only information that I know about him was actually from... if you remember the 90s X-Men cartoon, the one that had the theme song of like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun, du-du-du-du-du. Yeah, it was something like that. That was a horrible musical appearance by yours truly. But nonetheless, of course, that's pretty much all I know about Pyro, is kind of the way that he was perceived in that show. But first of all, I have to say I really like the outfit. I think it's very, very comic booky, that's for sure. It's not something that we would ever see in the movies, but I don't know, I just love the fact that it's super, super, uber bright reds and yellows. It just really gives it this really lovely comic book feel, which is obviously what it should do, considering that this is a Marvel video game. On top of that, or Lego Marvel video game, I love the hairpiece. That hairpiece is amazing. It looks like he uses either way too much gel, or maybe by mistake he got his fingers stuck in an electrical socket, and then he's like, oh, and that's the haircut that he has. Because I don't know how you get your hair to be this spiky, but somehow Pyro manages to do it. Now, right there, that's what I was waiting on, is his really, really, really cool idle animation right there. As you can see, basically, he kind of makes like a flame appear. That one is a little rare. It doesn't pop up as often, but I remember noticing it, and I was just like, oh, that is so cool. And that's one of those nice little tidbits about his idle animation. The other thing that I also like is the fact that he's got this really kind of a confident smirk on his face, which fits his character, at least from what I recall, in the cartoon, of being very brash and cocky. And that definitely works here on the figure. And I love that how one of his eyes is kind of squinting because of the hairpiece. So it gives him this look of kind of, you know, where he's like, oh, kind of growling at the same time. So I don't know. It just works really nicely in my personal opinion. So let's get to the offensive attacks. Of course, what he can do is obviously punch things down just like practically every other character can. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any ability to fly or anything. I think it would have been kind of cool if they gave him like maybe a hovering ability where he could kind of like point his hands down and have a flame circle around him. That would have been kind of cool. I know it's completely unrealistic, but then again, it's comic books, so I think it would have worked and would have looked kind of cool. Oh wow, we hit over 20 billion studs. That's pretty awesome indeed. But unfortunately, that's not something that they actually gave to this guy. Now, he does have some flame balls or fireballs that he can shoot, which are very, very cool, as you can see. Bam! So you can spam them like this by just shooting. Aquaman is here. What's up, Aquaman? I'm joking. But of course, you can spam the fireballs, or the other thing that you can do is also target them. Now, oddly enough, from what I recall, I believe that the Human Torch, who's right here, has the exact same flaming pointer that Pyro does. Yep, you see, they share the exact same pointer, except Human Torch has the little 4 in the middle, like the Fantastic Four, and Pyro just took his logo but didn't bother to put a P in the middle or something like that, even though that would have been kind of funny. But furthermore, not only does he have fireballs, he also has a fire laser, or a fire flame, or a fire beam. And basically what you do is you hold the circle button, and then you get this absolutely fantastic flame on beam. Of course, very, very similar. Pretty much, I think it might be even the exact same animation that we see for the Human Torch. So basically, he's a very, very similar character to the Human Torch, but unfortunately, he actually lacks in a couple of elements, like not being able to fly, which unfortunately, I wish he would have been able to at least maybe glide or something. That would have been kind of a cool feature. But he does make up for some of that with the absolutely fantastic look that he's got. Of course, he's got those giant flame little tankers, or I guess that would be like gasoline tanks, or I'm not sure what you would call them, gasoline packets or something on his back there. But again, I like the colors. I think it's a cool character. It's really nice to see another character from the X-Men universe appear in the game. And overall, I definitely am glad to see Pyro in the game. But that being said, of course, if you guys enjoyed this character gameplay showcase, give the video a big like rating, and if we hit, let's say, 400 likes, then we'll do another showcase for any of the characters in this list. Now, of course, I've covered majority of these characters already, so if there are any other characters that you would like to see, definitely let me know down in the comments section below. And furthermore, of course, don't forget, I am still working on the top 10, which might be actually turning to the top 5 worst characters in the game, because I'm just having a really hard time naming characters that are bad because I kind of love them all. But nonetheless, of course, thank you guys so very much for watching. Of course, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys!